Hey y'all, it's April the 4th, 2017, and I thought I'd make a video this morning just to remind everybody, y'all, we're living in the Renaissance. We're living in a Renaissance. I mean, obviously there was a Renaissance before. We're living in one right now today, 2017. We've been living in one for a while. All sort of evidence that we've been living in a renaissance in so many different ways. It's completely encompassing our culture. All right, that being said, one of those aspects of this renaissance is that there are people who roam around the internet who try to find out things, something like detectives, right? You remember back in the day, you had detective stories and this and that. These detective movies, people loved that kind of stuff. They were always professional. They were getting paid. They had a little brick and mortar office and stuff. They smoked corncob pipes and stuff like that. They had detectives, and they still do have detectives. Alright, and the police and all that, and you got private investigators. We're going through a renaissance right now, which means that those private investigators and detectives are actually bursting at the seams. It's overflowing with them now. Alright, most of them do not get paid. Most of them are on the internet just looking for information, just digging it out, and they are detectives, but they don't get paid. All right, and you're going to see more and more and more of that during the Renaissance. All right, that being said, I want to make a specific note. I want to point you out to something that you probably already know about, because see, people are becoming detectives all over the place. Some of them are much better detectives than others. Some of them don't know their ass from their elbows. All right, shoot. Alright, so there's a bunch of different classifications for how good detectives are. Alright, and there's certain things that these detectives, they just dive into and get down to the nitty gritty. Alright, with that being said, all y'all probably are aware that there are what's called exposed videos. And I want to make a distinction between the two different types of exposed videos, because there's all sort of people doing exposed videos and exposed articles, and they're leaving comments exposing people and stuff because they are detectives. There's so many detectives out there now. So I want to make the distinction between two types, because you got a type of exposed video with all sort of detective work on people who honestly need to be criminally prosecuted for what they're being exposed for. You would imagine the person doing the exposed video, putting it on the internet, they could one day serve as a character witness, probably, because they've done so much investigating. Alright. However, there's also exposed videos that what they attempt to do is assassinate the character of a YouTube personality. Someone who's on YouTube all the time. Like, it's one thing if there's like a serial rapist on the corner of your block and you're doing all sort of video investigating. You know the police ain't doing nothing, so you're doing investigating. You put it on the internet because you know that they're doing some serial raping. That is one thing. Or if you know that there's someone doing all sort of boondoggling in the government, getting all sort of kickbacks and stuff like that, you would make videos or you would write articles about it, and that is one thing. However, if there is someone on YouTube, and that someone on YouTube has a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, there's hardly ever any good reason actually to make an exposed video concerning that person. Thereby, exposed videos aren't really even worth watching. That's what I want to let all the young kids know out there, because I understand that these exposed videos are coming out of our ears right now. I want you to know that if you ever come across an exposed video about a YouTube personality or one of these video bloggers, these vloggers, you ever come across an exposed video about any one of these people, you should probably just go ahead and skip it. Don't even look at it. Because here's the thing. You're making an exposed video about someone who's on the internet. Think about that for a second. Think about how that doesn't make any sense. Because someone who is on the internet constantly will expose their own selves. Alright? So you'll never convince anybody, because here's the thing, they're on the internet. There's a reason why they have so many fans. There's a reason why they have so many subscribers. It's because these people do not care what you have to say. They like the other person better. And see, in the end of the day, the whole goal behind making exposed videos, trying to expose this and that YouTuber, the whole goal is to get views. It's for that person to get subscribers. Basically, they're hanging from the wee-wee of whatever YouTube person that they're hating on. They're hanging from their wee-wee. Alright? That is what's taking place, for the most part. None of those videos are even worth watching. I mean, it took me a long time to figure out. I'll be watching them and trying to figure out what they're trying to say, realizing inevitably that all their video, all their evidence and stuff is highly edited and is meant to get views. And it's shameful and it's shameless. Alright? And it's like, it's really a complete waste of time. But with that being said, we are living in the Renaissance. There are many, 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 many more detectives out here. And we're going to get to the bottom of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. We have discernment. You have to imagine, for every YouTuber who's known out there for exposing other YouTubers, running around talking about, oh, he did this, she did that. Alright, oh, now they're exposed. For every single one of the persons that makes these videos, they, in their hearts, feel as though you do not have, as a viewer, the skills enough to discern for yourself. They feel like you don't. They feel like you're a little bitty baby. Like you have no discernment. Like you need to be told and spoon-fed who is good and who is bad. That is the whole point of these videos, and there's lots of them. Alright, you can watch them for days and days and days and days if you really wanted to waste all your time. Because these exposed videos are silliness. You know, it is actually part of the tribulation. People will start doing silly things, and there'll be other people out there who like to watch their silly things. Alright, we don't have no time in a day for silly things. Not on this channel. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyways, it's March the... it's not March, it's April. It's April the 4th, 2017. I'll holler at y'all later.